Hi, it's Josh with Concept D Performance, and today we're going to be replacing an axle on Mikey's 2008 Altima.
Alright, Josh, you know what you're doing?
Kind of.
That's what we love to hear when we're about to show people how to do stuff.
Yep.
Nuts and bolts.
I read an FSM for a couple minutes, so I think I might know what I'm doing. Yep.
Alright, well, we're working on a front-wheel drive car, so nobody hate. This is... What is this? An Altima or Max? It's an Altima, right?
It's an Altima, yeah.
Okay.
This is Mikey's, I think it's a 2008 Altima, and it's got a bad inner CV boot. Yeah.
CV boot.
Yeah. So yeah, it's got a bad inner CV boot, which has caused the joint to go bad because it's slung all the grease out and now it clicks when you move it through the range. So we're going to be taking that out and replacing it with one from BAP.
Totally not AutoZone.
Yep, totally not AutoZone. It's by Auto Parts.
Okay. Where are we starting?
We are going to start with this cotter pin.
Cool. Like cavemen around the fire. Here we go. Ooh. Warm.
Stay warm.
I know, it's a whole 40 degrees in here.
We're going to take the cotter pin out of the axle here. I just got to unbend it and then pull it through.
Oh, there it goes. Went flying.
Cotter pin out. I'm going to try to take the axle nut off.
Turns out we don't have the right size.
Nope, we do.
No, that's just been my story every time I'm trying to change something like this. It's like, cool, I don't have the right tool.
Yeah, I have a 25, a 26, a 28.
But I need a
no,
27.
27.
Yeah.
That's how it always happens.
Story of my...
I have the tool you need for that big nut. Perfect.
Oh, wow.
All right, let's see if I can do it on this battery.
I thought Ray took it home for a minute because I was hiding.
All right, so perfect.
That thing was not tight.
That was easy. Perfect. Got the axle to pop right in.
Oh, it's almost like regular maintenance is done on this car.
Yeah, well, except it's not, because look at this belt.
Yeah, no, that's what I said almost. I said almost.
All right, well, I'm going to now take out the ABS wires from the strut tower. Pretty much just pop out. So those pop out. Then you have this free. I'm going to take my pliers and remove the clip holding in the brake line to the strut. If I can get it. Don't think I can. Oh, damn it. Come on, man.
Remember, kids, always use the right tool for the right job.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they make a tool for brake.
Probably not. I don't know. Have you been on a Snap-on truck? They probably do.
That's true.
That's probably fair. Alright, we're just gonna try a little pry bar, see if that gets it. There we go.
Hey.
Of all things difficult, that little clip.
Yeah, this was the hardest part of the job,
Yeah.
probably. Alright.
Yeah, you try and do everything you could not to take the hub off and see what you could do, and then realize that you wasted 2 hours of your time, and then take it off.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is why you listen to the FSM. It had literally there's 6 steps to get this whole axle out. So and one of the steps was taking this out. That's a hard step. But now this is out, so.
You gotta take out your nut.
We'll just have some sensual music playing while you take the nut off. Damn, that's a weird way to take a nut off, but okay.
I wanted to make sure the axle is all the way through. Okie dokie. So, axle nut off.
We're full of all sorts of bad jokes today.
One of these will
Move your
land.
arms.
Alright, Just don't want it to be like free hanging.
Would you say maybe free falling? That's exactly what I was thinking. Josh, now you're gonna have to do it by hand, man.
I don't wanna. It's just called adding more extensions. You wanna grab me some more extensions, Dalton? I don't know where I'm going.
Oh, you're like way off. Here, you need to come more in this direction. I'll try to guide you. Push it forward a bit. Okay, I'm not sure if it'll make it because it's hitting something here on the side. He just said tap, tap, tap.
Tap, tap, tap. Pry, pry, pry.
Yep.
Here's a closer look. These bolts were removed, and just behind here there's another, as well as where the socket is on now. Here's a blowout image.
Oh, I got a tiny bit to turn down there. But I
Yeah,
think that
switch.
should have broken it.
Yeah, you
So
can
now I
switch
should be
to
able
a
to...
ratchet.
Exactly.
Either way works for me.
Ooh. Oh crap.
Move the space here. Move the space here. Gonna catch on fire.
It looks like I'm gonna need to pull the sway bar too, just to get access. All right, to get the axle out a little bit easier, it's contacting the sway bar end link, so I'm just gonna pull it from the strut side. So that, and now the end link's out of the way. It's a 19 mil. It should come right out, and we just need to steal this bearing retainer bracket off of it. It's been slinging grease and like it clicks. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's not a good noise. These are 13 mil. And it's just two of them. This comes off.
Now you get your hydraulic press.
I actually think it is. Next you get your hydraulic press. I thought because it clamped, maybe it was just a clamp.
The FSM did not say anything about
It
this.
didn't! Ugh. Yeah, here, you want to grab that piece of wood and the hammer?
Those two tools are the story of my life. Hey, there it goes.
So I'm gonna take some brake parts cleaner to both of these and get it all cleaned up because this axle has been slinging grease for the past couple months. So yeah, get it all cleaned up before we install
A shiny new shaft.
new axle, yeah. Or you get a black thumb. It means I'm a good mechanic. Grab that anti-seed right there.
Yeah, before you get started, you just want to rub around it with your finger.
Yeah. Spread all that nice lube out.
Getting the inside of it too.
Yeah. Gotta get both surfaces, man. No dry fit, man. There we go.
Just wiggled it on.
Yep, just wheeled it on. I thought it would be able to. I was assuming it's not a
pound it on.
I was assuming it wasn't a clamp fit because Nissan never said anything about a press or anything. Normally in their FSMs, they're really detailed. So, like, I'd hope they'd say something. But they didn't, so luckily we didn't have to use the press. Oh yeah, no, I worked on my friend's Ford Escape 4x4. Oh my gosh, all we tried doing was replacing the lower control arm. Impossible. We had 3 dudes, we spent 4.5 hours.
One of them's an engineer.
We didn't even get it off. We got some of the bolts out, but we could not get it off. I like to think of myself as a decent mechanic.
I mean, he did take apart and rebuild this GTR, get it running again. But I mean, a Ford control arm.
They're tough, man.
Ford tough.
Ah!
That was too stupid.
And here we see how we cleaned all the bracketry but left the bolts nice and dirty for you.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Gives it some grit to grab onto.
Thread locker.
Yeah.
Natural thread locker. Now we put it back in. It's about that easy. We got the bearing retainer on and got this new axle ready to go in the car.
So as it came out, it's gonna go back in. It is pretty dark in there, so. I mean, I can see what's going on, man, but I wish you guys could see a bit better. Very hard to see though, I get it. So right in there, that is the transmission itself, where the axle goes into. The best.
There we go, there we go, there we go.
Lined up and pressed in.
Lined up and slipped right in, yep. So, just need to make sure it's seated all the way. You gotta
Route this behind.
route this behind and in the knuckle, in the spindle. And
Make sure the splines line up on both ends.
exactly, got it. Got those splines. You can't really push on this shaft because it has a CV joint which allows motion inward, outward. So you can't hit the end of the axle, so you have to hit the bearing carrier or press on that in order to get the axle actually into the transmission, into the differential, I guess.
Throw the nut back on.
Take the nut, yeah. Just so it can't fall back out. And it threads on nice and perfectly.
So now we just got to reassemble everything that we've taken off. So all the hub stuff, the sway bar end links, and then the brake lines and ABS sensors have to be put back together just as they were removed.
Yeah, and then these 4 bolts have to go in that hold the bearing carrier
Back
mount that
onto
to
the block.
Yep.
And we're all set. So let's get those all back in and we'll come back when it's all put together.
Yep. Cool.
All right, now with that torqued,
92 foot-pounds. Got that torqued. Now we're gonna reinstall the wheel and we should be good to go. Mikey wants us to do an oil change real quick, so probably gonna do that. Luckily the filter is right here and we already have a drain pan, so should go by real quick.
All right, we hope you had a good time watching this video. We enjoyed hanging out with you. Hopefully you learned a thing or two, and we'll catch you in next week's video. Thanks, Josh.
Peace.